Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video, we will discuss about the Dividend Risk Scorecard for safer wealth building and how investors can evaluate dividend stocks using a simple scoring system before making long-term investment decisions. First, begin with business quality. Examine the company's competitive advantage, brand strength, market position, pricing power, and ability to defend itself from competitors. A weak business may receive a low score, while a company with a strong market position and durable competitive advantage may receive a higher score. Next, review the company's financial health. Check debt levels, liquidity, balance sheet strength, and interest coverage. A company with excessive debt may struggle during difficult economic conditions, while a financially strong company is usually better prepared to protect its dividend. After that, evaluate earnings stability by reviewing how consistent the company's profits have been over several years. Stable and gradually growing earnings may indicate a healthier business, whereas highly volatile or declining earnings can increase the risk of future dividend cuts. Then, check dividend safety by examining the payout ratio. This ratio shows how much of the company's earnings is being distributed as dividends. A very high payout ratio may be difficult to maintain, while a moderate and sustainable payout ratio can provide greater protection during periods of weaker earnings. Following this, review the company's dividend growth history. Look for businesses that have increased their dividends consistently for at least 5 years. A long record of dividend growth may reflect disciplined management, reliable earnings, and a stronger commitment to shareholders. At the same time, examine cash flow strength. Dividends are ultimately paid with cash, so review free cash flow and determine whether it comfortably covers dividend payments. Strong and consistent free cash flow may support future dividend growth, while weak or negative cash flow can signal higher risk. Next, consider the industry outlook. Analyze whether the company operates in a growing, stable, or declining industry. Strong demand, favorable long-term trends, and resilient products may support a higher score, while industries facing falling demand or major structural challenges may deserve a lower score. After that, assess competitive and disruption risk. Consider whether new technologies, changing customer preferences, or stronger competitors could weaken the company's position. Businesses with low disruption risk and strong competitive advantages are generally better placed to maintain long-term profitability. Then, review regulatory and legal risk. Some companies may be highly exposed to government regulation, lawsuits, policy changes, or compliance costs. A stable regulatory environment can support business confidence, while major legal or regulatory uncertainty can increase investment risk. Finally, examine economic sensitivity. Determine whether the business is highly dependent on economic growth, interest rates, or consumer spending. Defensive companies that remain resilient during downturns may receive higher scores, while highly cyclical businesses may require greater caution. Once all 10 factors have been reviewed, give each category a score from 0 to 10. A score of 0 represents very high risk, while a score of 10 represents very low risk and stronger overall quality. Add all 10 scores together to calculate a total risk score out of 100. A total score between 80 and 100 may indicate low risk and a strong candidate for a core portfolio holding. A score between 60 and 79 may indicate moderate risk, meaning the investment could still be attractive but should be monitored carefully. On the other hand, a score between 40 and 59 may indicate high risk and greater uncertainty. A score below 40 may represent very high risk, suggesting that the investor should avoid the stock or keep the position very small. To use the scorecard effectively, evaluate every dividend stock using the same 10 factors, calculate the total score, and compare several companies side by side. Focus on higher quality businesses rather than simply choosing the stock with the highest dividend yield. Moreover, diversify across sectors and industries so that one weak company or economic event does not damage the entire portfolio. Review the scorecard regularly because business quality, debt, cash flow, industry conditions, and dividend safety can change over time. Therefore, remember that a dividend risk scorecard is a decision-making guide, not a guarantee of future performance. Always complete your own research, compare multiple financial indicators, and consider your personal goals and risk tolerance before investing. If this short video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.